Hey, good afternoon, Candlepin bowlers and bowling fans. We are here live at Ryan's Family Amusements in Millis, Massachusetts for Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour, Class A South. We're going to be momentarily showing a match between bowlers Danny Finn, the president of the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour, and Zach Corbett. They're finishing their warm-ups now. We'll be ready to go in a minute, so join us, sit back with your beverage of choice, and we're going to watch two great Candlepin bowlers duke it out here. They're almost done with their warm-ups. I started the live feed a tad early just to make sure it was going.
Right out in front of you.
And we will be going momentarily as soon as the bowlers are done with their warm-ups.
That was nice.
Okay, there we are. Feed is good. You see it's here.
How long does that take? 3 hours?
All right, I see I have some viewers already. Hang on a moment. We're wrapping up in a few seconds with warm-ups, and we will be underway. This is Dan Castle. I'm your host today for this Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour Class A match in the South Division. We're coming into the 6th match of the year with these guys. There's 18 total. And bowlers today, Zach Corbett's throwing one last warm-up ball. And then we'll get rocking and rolling here. Hey, I see some comments already. James Humes, Ed Sargent, getting ready for a good match. Sit down with your beverage of choice. I still have a little iced coffee going here, so I'll run out shortly, and then I'll get crabby because of caffeine withdrawal. But we're ready to roll here. So bowlers, if you're ready to go up and say hello to each other. Our bowlers for today's match. On your right, Danny Finn, president of the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour, and a bowler himself. On the left, keep going. All right, so today we got some comedy relief for you too. On the left is Zach Corbett, and Zach has moved up from C Division last year, where he was in the finals, to the A Division. Danny moved from B to A. Zach has been my teammate the last couple of years in the Friday Night Mixed League here, except I'm not bowling anymore due to injury. And of course, Danny's a longtime friend of a lot of us. So here we go, ready to rock and roll. And Danny Finn, as the visiting bowler, will start us off on lane 22. Here in Ryan's Family Amusements in Millis, Massachusetts. So here we go. First of 5 strings starting now. Finn starts off with a beautiful head pin hit. And he starts with a split too. This is a tough one. This is 6, 7, 8, and 10, but lots of interesting wood down there that maybe could help him make this one. He's going on the stripey pin, and he kicks it to the left, but the 7 and 8 didn't get hit by anything. The pins went behind, so an open box to start for Finn. And he makes a 10 out of it by sweeping that over. Nicely done. Picks up the 7-8, and we are off now. This is a 5-string match, 5 boxes at a time. Once a visiting bowler finishes 5, our home bowler, Zach Corbett, will come up. Go do that back and forth through 5 strings. Danny Finn on the head pin again. It's got 7, two wobbly ones. The 5 and 6 are wobbling, and also the 9 pins back there. Winner of each string takes 2 points. The winner of total gets 4. 14 total awarded toward their standings in the playoffs, and Danny went wide to the left, so he'll be opening box 2. Just this looks like the 3 pin standing, I think, or maybe the 6. Anyway, it's gone a pair of 10s for Finn. 20 through 2. Don't know if you can see the scoreboard well. I could zoom in, perhaps. But he's at 20 through 2, regardless. I'll keep giving you a score every box anyway. Danny coming in a box 3. We got a stripey pin in front. He goes for that one. Starts it off with a head pin hit again, 3 for 3. But this time he gets a split. Spread eagle minus the 2 pin. 3 and 2. He's got an opportunity here if he gets that wood to work. He's going to have to clip like the very right edge of it. So where he's going, and he went too far to the right. So just punched out one, still has 4 standing. See viewers coming on. Those of you who watch it live get to join the chat party. $8 for Danny. Richard Beveridge is on. So please give me your comments, your questions, your complaints. Tell me what you like about the announcer, what you don't like about the announcer. And being on a live view, you get to be part of the Candlepin chat party. Strike for Finn. Drops a bomb. He's 100% on the head pin so far. That's Class A bowling. And Finn puts down the first strike and the first mark of this match. He's at 38 on a 2-ball fill. So left 2 pins up. Other than that, he's perfect so far through 4 boxes. Sean Douthright. If I'm saying that right, if I'm not, tell me. Hopefully you can hear me okay. All right, Finn, first ball in the fill. This is box 5 of game 1. Here we go. Left-hand pocket. And that's 9 to start. Just missed getting another strike, but he still has a 3-pin, stands alone. Danny Finn's home alley is right here in Millis. And Danny whiffs a single, so that's a 19 box, 47 through 4. One more ball to go. And he got it on the 3rd attempt. 57.5 for President Danny Finn. So both bowlers bowl a lot of Millis here. This is a lot of ACST bowlers out of here, frankly. But both of these two are. So Zach Corbett coming up. Zach of the brothers Zach and Joe. Both are making a mark right now as young bowlers, and Zach starts off on the 3-pin with leaves a 1-2-7. So no head pin on that shot, but makeable spare. And he's got it, no problem at all. So spare to start for Zach. He'll take an early lead in this one. Watched Dan Finn a couple weeks ago bowl against Justin Waters. Tough match for Danny. That's 4 in the fill, 14 in the first box. So moving up to the A division is great, but then you've got to face some really top-notch bowlers like Waters and Sean Taylor and Charlie Collins and some others that are in that division. So these guys have their work cut out for them this year. Carrie Ann, hello. Should be down here in the mic with me. Zach goes left, still has 3 pins left. The 1-5 and the 9. And he cleans off the 9 for an 8 box, and he's at 22 through 2 pins ahead of Danny in completed boxes. Finn was open through the first 3, then he dropped a strike and then put 9 on it and finished with a 10 box. Justin Waters, speak of the devil. We were just talking about Danny Finn taking you on. All right, Zach is on the head pin. And that's a 3-6-4-7 split. I've seen him make shots like this, so we'll see if he can do it again. And went wide to the right of the 6-pin, took out the wood in the back. All the pins are still there. Zach has that big backswing. Look at that, nicely done. I told you he can make it, 32. In fact, Justin, Zach's backswing reminds me a lot of yours. Very similar. All right, Corbett's at 32 through 3. And here's box 4 on the 2-pin, but look at this. Almost a backdoor strike, but the 1-2 is left, or he took down the Millis 8, we could call it. Makeable spare. You got to hit it just right, though. Sometimes it's easy to pick off just one. And he gets it. Second spare of the half for Zach. And now he's at 42 in the ball. Danny Finn's at 47 in the 4th. With that strike 9 he put up in the 4th box. So Pretty close right now. On the fill. Off the head pin. He's all over that 3-pin, but put 6 on it. And he's at 48 through 4. He's ahead a pin of Finn. And he's got the 4 horsemen left. 1, 2, 4, 7. And just picks off the 2. All right, open in the 5th box. Whoever's going to be ahead is going to be a pin or 2. That's it. Corbett takes out 2. He's got a 9 box, and it's knotted up. 57-57 at the halfway point of game 1. Both bowlers for so far with 2 with marks. Finn with 1, just a strike. And Corbett with 2 spares. Coming up in a box 6 of game 1. Way off to the left. Takes out the triangle in the back. So he still has 4 horsemen plus the 2, 5, 9 for a double row of pins. Put it in a 1-3 pocket. He got a good shot of making it. He goes to the other side. That won't do it. So he still has 3 left. Open box in the 6th. Looking for a 10. And he'll settle for 9. 66 through 6. Is Danny over his head in Division A? He says he is. We'll find out as the season progresses through the 18 matches of the regular season. Finn, heavy hit on the head pin. He did hit the 1-3 pocket, but heavy, and gets a split. Now the wood's set up nice, isn't it? It's a 2-4-7-10 split. Mike Nardone, hello. Finn's got that wood back there. Can he carry it? He did, but he didn't carry the 2-pin. So open in box 7. Just a 2-pin standing. Wood rolled in front into the channel, so looking for a 10. And he's got it. Finn is a 76 through 7. Mike Capone's joined us. Good to see you. All right, 3 more boxes to go. Game 1 for Finn. 76 through 7. Looking for another mark or 2. Keep from leaving a door open for Zach. They were tied at the half. Finn went to the left. Came in on the 2-pin. Head pin fell. And he's got kind of an ugly split there. So we actually have a McAllister-style scorekeeping mark for that when the head pin rolls out from behind. And what's Danny got there? It looks like the 6, 7, 9. And I don't think any of that wood is very pretty. He's capping, trying. No, just gets to 9. So open box. And out of the channel, so an 8 box. 84 through 8 for Finn. Needs a mark to get over 110, which is really what he wants to do here. First ball. It's back in the pocket. That was a Brooklyn side, and he left a 5, 7, 8, 9. The triangle plus the 7. See if he can make this cook over to the left. And he hits the left side of the 5, 8, and that leaves the 7 and the 9. And goes through the goalposts for an 8, 92 at 9, and Finn's wanting a mark here. Okay, box 10 of game 1. They were tied at 57 at the half. Finn hasn't been able to mark in the second half, but is that going to go? And there it goes, striking at 10th for Finn, right on time. 8-pin took its time, but it fell eventually. So Finn's now at 102 plus a 2-ball fill. He has an opportunity to have a decent string here. I don't have averages in front of me, so I know Danny's probably at or a little below 110, and Zach's at or a little bit above, if I remember right, but I'm not certain. All right, fill ball number 1 for Finn in game 1. Hits a head pin in the pocket again, drops 6. He was into 1-2, a little full on the 2, so he left a diamond left. It's 2, 4, 5, and 8. And Finn will put 9 on that one. The 2-pin wiggled. And he's at 111. And as some of you may know, if you get a 111 for league play, that means you buy your team beer for that round. Mike Nardone, yep, they're having fun, but we're counting the points too. And apparently the 4-pin was afraid of Zach. Hopefully he'll hit the head pin on the first ball and not the 4-pin. Waiting for a reset. So good to see everybody here. Finn with a 111 to start. So what does Zach need to do? He needs a mark. 50 will leave him 4 pins short. So he's got to have 1 mark to catch up with Danny here. That's it. He's got 2 already. First ball in the 6 box for Zach Corbett is way off on the 3. We've seen him do that a lot. And he's got an ugly split here, the 7 and 9, but look at that wood. That may just work. With a little luck, a little finesse, he might see a spare here. Goes to the left side and gets just a 9, and almost bounced it off the wall. You got that pin helicoptering around it. Bounced off the right wall, flew over to the other one, came out in front of the 7, and he's got himself a 9 box. 66 through 6, exactly what Finn had at the 6 box. All right. Corbett with that big swing. Finds the pocket. Breaks it up. Waiting for that 7-pin. Is it going to go? And it decides to stay up. So a nice 9 drop. No split. He's got a piece of wood quite a ways out of that. It is slightly off spot, I think. I didn't know they were working on the lanes this weekend. All right, here we go. And goes wide and has an open box for a 9. Oh, that was a spare attempt. I'm sorry, he's got 1 more ball. Third ball gets it, 10 box, 76, knotted up at box 7. So both bowlers are at 76 through 7. Finn then has 2 8 boxes and then a 19 box with that strike 9 he put up in the 10th. Corbett trying to get a strike in there somewhere. He's got a nice 9 drop. Just the 6-pin standing. All right, he's got a single pin to shoot at. And we're waiting for some wood to settle there. You cannot throw a ball while the wood's moving. And he gets a spare. He had to have a spare. He got one. He's got a chance here. He's at 86 and a ball, up 2 pins and completed. They're tied at 7. He's up in 8. Finn's got the 19 box in the 10th box. Corbett thought he was going to punch through, but it looks like he has 6 in a fill. That could be enough. And he's at 92 in the 8th box. Still has the 1, 3, 6, and 7. In there, and he picks it up. Nice shot. Did not use any wood for that one. That'll give him the distinct edge in this string. We're on the fill. He's at 102 in a ball. Needs to get 9 pins to tie total, 10 to win through 2 boxes. And that's 3 or 6 really. So 106 or 4, 106 in the 9th. Finn can still win this, but only if Corbett throws 2 gutter balls here. And we didn't expect Zach would do that, so Zach will take game 1. And he sells another ball. He's at 114. Make that a 115. Nice barn burner there. Nail biter, 115 to 111. Zach Corbett gets our first 2 points in this 5-string match, but we have 4 games to go. Danny Finn comes up, and it's very close for total, so that's important too. Danny Finn starts off game 2 wide to the left on the 4-pin. Jake takes out just the 4-7. 8 pins still standing. Throw your strike ball, you got a shot at this one. Little full. Still has a 2-6-10. We'll see if he goes for 7, all 3, or tries to just pick up the 6-10. He's going for it. And it pays off. Danny Finn with a 10 box. Took a gamble on that one, but he got it. Nice shot, Finn. Starts game 2 with 10. Box 2, Finn in the pocket, nice. And that is just the 2 and the 7 together in a mini split. Call it a split. And he found the hole, so Danny put it through a gap. Another shot at it. This time he gets it. 20 again through 2, just like he was in the first game. All right, box 3. Finn looking for his first mark in this. He's again in the pocket. He leaves the 2, 5, 7, 8, and 10. Little unusual leave. Somehow the 4-pin went down. Nope, not that time. And Ed Sargent, you are correct. He's got 2 strikes, but no spares so far in this match. Corbett put up 4 spares to win by 4 pins. All right, unorthodox way to do that, but Finn comes out with a 9. He's at 29 through 3. Box 4. Trying to match the first game where he put a strike in the 4th, but at that time he drops 8. Doing well on the head pin this time. He leaves a 3-6. 2 for a spare. Picks off the right side. So easy to do with 2 together. A lot of bowlers really struggle with that. And that's a 9. Danny's at 38 through 4. Looking for a mark in the 5th to sit down. And here we go, the first ball of 5th box. Puts it on the head pin again, gets a weird split. This is a 2-4 on the left. On the right, there's a triangle with a 6, 9, 10. I think about the only way you can get it is to hit the 2-pin and carry it over, but we'll see if Dan's got any other ideas. That's where he's going. And he hit it a little full, so didn't take out the triangle. Open box in the 5th. Dan will be markless first half of game 2. And a 10 box. So Danny Finn with no marks in the first half of game 2, but he's pinned very well with a 48 halfway through game 2. Zach Corbett coming up for his second game. And he's going to start off on lane 22. Game 2, box 1 for Corbett. Game 2, box 1 for Corbett. In the 1-3 pocket. Leaves just a 2-4. Now that wood out in front is maybe not ideally positioned. Don't know if he wants to go to the wood or try to clip the left side of the 2-pin. He goes for the wood and it deflects, so no spare for Zach. And third ball in the first box. And that's a 10 box, matching Danny Finn's 10 box in game box 1. So tied through 1. No marks so far. Corbett box 2. Off to the left, punches out 2 plus the 5-pin. So just 3 out. Dennis Green, hey buddy. Good to see you here. Corbett's looking at a half Worcester -1 pin. Plays the inside. It's a lot of side-to-side action on that. They're still going. Everything but the 7. Nice job, Zach. But no spare. It's okay. He's up against the 10 box here. And he matches it. So 20-20 at box 2 for both of these bowlers. This is game 2 and game 1 for those of you who just joined us. Zach Corbett took game 1, 115 to 111. 4 spares for Corbett, 2 strikes for Finn. Box 3, game 2. Here comes Corbett. Buries it on a pocket, and he trips it out for his strike. First strike of his for this match. First mark of game 2 for anybody.
I thought I was going to go fast with it. But you let it go up like that.
And Finn's giving him a little grief, saying, I thought it was going to go faster. Bill Olson, nice to see you. Corbett now has a strike. He's at 30 plus a 2-ball fill. This is the first ball of his fill in box 4. Drops in there looking for a double. Beautiful ball, but leaves himself a 5-7 split. So 8 on the first ball, just a stripey 5 and a 10-pin. And he makes a field goal, which doesn't count in Candlepin. So 8 in the fill. He's at 38 through 2. 1 more ball to go. Oh, thank you. And that's a 9 box for 47 through 4.
Yeah, yesterday I was here and I was like dying without a pillow back there. I was just surprised.
Had to rethink everything. All right, Zach Corbett's back on the head pin, leaves a split. He's at 47 through 4, and he left the 2, 4, and 6. Just chatting with Zach's mom, who's sitting behind me right now. Going for the split. Picks off the 2. So he'll be open in box 5. Only 1 mark between them in this first half of game 2, but Corbett's taking the lead with that strike 8 that he put up. And a 9 box. So halfway through game 2, Zach Corbett leads 56 to 48. Danny Finn still looking for a mark in this second game. So Danny's wearing the Outrun the Bear shirt. It's a tournament here he sponsors. It's a lot of fun. Danny's left the castle left. 4, 5, 7. Nice head pin hit, and sometimes that happens. You get that. Dan and Kate do a great job running that tournament in various forms. Look at that, he picks it up. Danny Finn got the castle. Very rarely done. Hit the 4-pin and bounced something off the wall to catch the 5. Nicely done, Finn. Spare in the 6th. And here he is on a fill. Hope he's got a good fill for that shot. And that's 6. And he's a 64. 1, 3, 6, and 8 are left. Light hit on the head pin. 3 more pins up. Trying to clean this up for a 9 or 10. And he'll take a beautifully done 10 box for 74 through 7. He's 2 pins behind where he was this time in the last string. 3 more boxes to go. Box 8, Finn off to the left, drops out 4. And he's left the 1, 3, 6 and a 5, 8, 9 in the back. It's kind of a line and a triangle. Just a bale of hay in the middle and misses a head pin, so the 1, 9 are still standing. For his third ball, he'll be open to box 8. And that's an 8. 82 in the 8th box. All right. Let's see some more comments here. Love to hear from you guys. Finn off the head pin. Broke it up some, so that's better than it was. It's a 1-2-8. 1-3-8, I'm sorry. 1-3-8. You get the right side. Bowling pin dyslexia. Finn trying to play the left side of the head pin. He does, but only got the head pin. So still the 3 and the 8 left. Gets the 3, and that's it. So a 9 box, 91 in the 9th. He was in 92 in the last string, but he closed out with a strike 9. Be a good time to do that again. All right, box 10, game 2 for Danny. Off on the 3 pin. 7 pins falling now. So 4 down, he still has 6. Line in the triangle again. And no spare. He went onto the 2 pin for that. He still has a 1, 5, 8, 9. And Finn with the 7 box has a 98 game. Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
Pretty good. So Danny Finn's at 209 after that string.
What?
I'm talking to the microphone here.
209.
After 2. After 2.
Oh. I bowled a 120 in my first one.
Oh, beautiful. Talking to my friend Phil. I bowled with him in the Monday League last year.
What?
We bowled in the Monday League. I'm not bowling anymore.
They kicked me out.
Did they?
They told me to look for another league, and I'm glad they did. I found a good league. They weren't friendly, though. I didn't.
Yeah, I had to drop out this year for injuries.
I'm sure if there were 16 people, I'm sure they found people.
All right, so Zach Corbett starting the 6th box of game 2. He's got 2 balls down and 8 pins down. So it's a 1-2. So this is being live streamed right now. And a 9 box for Zach Corbett, 65. This is the Atlanta Candlepin Singles Tour. All right, box 7, Corbett with the bird. Hit the head pin and look at that. We all hate that. Very rarely made. Got 3 and 3 to shoot at. He goes to the left side, right side first, picks off the 3 pin. Still has 5 pins up. All right, a nice out by Corbett with a 9 box. Nicely done, 74. And we're knotted up at box 7, 74 to 74. Zach needs 28 pins to tie, 29 to win. So all 10 boxes will do it. And he's got some work to do here. That's another split. That's a toughie. I've seen Zach make this before. That's the 2-4-6. Sounds like they'd be together, but no such luck. 246. No wood. And Zach goes wide to the left, so he's open at box 8. Needs an 8 to stay even with Finn. 9 puts him ahead. And that's a 7. So he's 1 pin behind Finn. 82 to 81 in box 8. 81 being for Corbett right now. Now box 9. He needs 18 pins in 2 boxes. 2 9-box. He's got this string. He's on the head pin. There's 9. There's 10. Oh, well, good luck with that, Ed. I feel your pain. I'm still going through diagnostic phases right now. Big medical week for me. I've got nerve conduction testing. I've got some heart testing. And hopefully we'll get a handle on exactly what the next steps are. But there's spinal and hip injuries involved is basically what's going on for me. Corbett, first ball in the field, puts it on the left. Drops 8. Leaves up to 1-2. That should be enough for this string. But that'll put me out of bowling for this season and maybe next. Depends on what surgery I might have to have. So 9 in the fill. 100 through 9. And Corbett gets this next set of points. And that's a 10 for a 110 string. We flipped the script a little bit here. Corbett put up the 2 strikes for 225 to 209 in total after 2 games, and it's 4 points to none in favor of Corbett. But the key, Ed, is try to stay involved in the community. I mean, I can't bowl right now, but I'm here, and I'm here a lot, so I can do this. We're going to start game 3 now. Middle game of our 5-game sequence. Danny Finn buries it on the pocket and gets the classic 7-10 split. He's got wood by the 10. Really no choice but to try to make that work. He's trying to cap it. Nice idea. Gets the right to left motion, but not enough to take out the 7, so he's open. Just a 7 with the snowplow behind it. And it's gone. First 3 games, Dan Finn has started with a 10 box every time. Live stream there, okay. All right, Finn starting box 2, buries it and gets a strike in a second. That's his 3rd strike of this match. He had a strike in the 4th of game 1 and the 10th of game 1. Just 1 spare in the 2nd game, and this is first strike of the 3rd game, first mark. So he's at 20. And his second ball he puts on the 2, and starts with a 5 in the fill. Got a makeable spare there. He's got the 1-3, 7-9-10. A couple pieces of wood playing down there. One to the right looks nice. The one to the left, I don't know. Plays it off the 3-pin, puts 8 in the fill, 28 through 2. I saw Bob Lee was here. Nice to see you. Bobby, I haven't worked with you in a while. And Finn with another 10 box. He's perfect through 3, 38 in the 3rd box. All right, box 4, Danny Finn at 38 through 3. Corbett's won the first 2 strings. Finn trying to get some points of his own. That one goes wide. Put it on the 4/7 pin. Took out the back triangle on the left, and he still has a double row. And Finn's waiting for a ball to come back. There it is. He's throwing them so fast, the ball return can't keep up with him. Here he goes. If you can get that on 1-3, you can get a spare. Too far to the right, gets the 3, but not the head pin. He still has a 1, 2, 5, and 9 pin waiting for him. So this will be open in box 4. He's over par. That's good. Cleans him up. Another 10 box for Finn, 48 through 4. Pinning is so all important in this string, in this game. Box 5, game 3. Finn off the head pin, and that's a Colery. 1, 2, 4, 7, and 9. A 4 horseman plus a back pin. A Bob Colery leave. Finn giving it a run. Catches the 1-9 only. Little too full on the head pin, that's what happens. Little too late, you don't get the 9 pin. There's not much margin there for that. Still has the 2, 4, 7 to shoot at. And they're gone. So Finn saved his perfect half by catching that 7 pin. And he's at 58 through 5, every pin falling. With 10s and a strike in his second. So Danny Finn, who does work here, he went back behind. Maybe he's going to put a little glue on the pins to make it harder for Zach. You never know. What's he doing? But he did something down there. Figuring you're putting some glue on the ends of those pins, Danny. Yeah.
If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
If you're not cheating, you're not trying, he says. All right, Corbett coming up trying to win his 3rd game. He's won the first 2. And ball 1, game 3. And he is in the pocket nicely and just misses a strike. Leaves the 4. Let me know you guys are still there. Haven't seen any comments in a little bit, but that could be me. No spare for Corbett. Looking for a 10 to match Finn's 10, and he doesn't get it, so a 9 box. At the first of game 3, Corbett at 9. He's got a total so far of 225 to Finn's 209, so he's in the driver's seat at the moment. Box 2, game 3. Corbett's first ball is on the 3 pin, and he punches a 3-9 for a half Worcester right. Pretty when it goes, as a lot of bowlers like to say. Nice bid. He put it in the left pocket, but still has a 4-7 or the 6-7-10. And that's an 8 box. Corbett's a 17 through 2. All right, I see Dave Peterson's here and Austin Barnes. All right, overcorrection that time. Instead of the 3, he came in on the 2. He got 3 pins out, but it's still not what he likes. No, he's not happy about that. And just a little too much, having trouble finding that head pin. And that's a 7 box for Zach. 24 through 3. He's down 14 pins and completed. That brings total very close. At the moment, but we're only 3 boxes into this game, so. And that one got away from him, took out just a 10 pin. He's getting frustrated. Better ball. Happens to all of us sometimes. Zach's a very intense bowler and gets very upset with himself when he misses one. And he'll take an 8 box. 32 through 4. All right. Danny's back here encouraging one to hit one for this to the seats, just like in baseball. Needs a mark to get over 50. That's a better ball, but again, a punch out. That's 3 so far. And on the other side, so he'll be open in box 5. Still has up the 1, 6, 8, and 10. And that's a 6 box. So Corbett with 38 half, not like him normally. Finn's got a 20-pin lead in this game. Actually, they calling out a 7 box. Okay, it is a 6 box. Okay, 38 it is. All right, Finn starting the second half. And that's in the pocket. Leaves up a check mark plus an 8-pin up there. And he's on it, and he wiggled that 8-pin, and it didn't fall. Took out the check mark and left that back pin up. Don't know how it stayed up, but it did. And that's a 9 for Danny. First left pin on the deck, 67 through 6. So far he's taken every pin down, but now he's lost his perfect game. Doesn't really matter. Still looking for his first win. 2-pin hit. All right, that's better. Leaves a 110. This is actually quite makeable if you play the inside. You don't know if the wood will work for him, though. We'll see. And Danny misses left. And that's a 9 box. Danny finished 75 through 7. Very consistent. Game 1 he was a 76. Game 2 he was a 74. And now he's a 75 in the 7th box. All right, Finn starting 76, I'm sorry, not 75. Starting box 8. And again, he's on a head pin. Again, he leaves that check mark plus the 8. Greg Gouillard. Hello, buddy. Got a great match going here. Finn trying to pick this up this time. And that 2-pin gets hit twice, but not enough to knock it. So he'll settle for a 10 on that one. 86 through 8. 2 more boxes to go. And Finn starts us in box 9 of game 3. Light hit on a head pin. It was in a 1-3, but just brushed the head pin. And he has a 4-10 split. Wood on the 4 is on the wrong side, I think. He's going to try to take it off the wall, and not a lot to play with there. Getting cold in here. Going to try at the 10, and he'll have to settle for an 8, 94. 94 through 9. Okay, Danny Finn finishing up game 3 here. Visiting bowler. He's at 94 in the 9th box, and lemon drops out the left. Just the 4-pin. He's got a bunch to shoot at, trying to throw a strike ball here. He does. Is it enough to take it? Pretty good shot, but it leaves the 9-10, or the 7-8. I'm sorry, 7-8. I keep reversing sides. And he's got a 9 box. So Danny Finn closes game 3 with a 103. Will it be enough? And that's 312 for his triple. All right, so Corbett's got a hill to climb, but well within his capabilities. He's a great bowler here. He's at 38 at a tough first half. So 50 gives him an 88, 60 gives him a 98. He needs 65 to tie, 66 to win. And he starts out with a solid ball in the left pocket. 5 and dime. And you know what? That wood's not terrible. It's a little steep. He's got a piece to the right of the 5 pin, but put it in that gap. He might pick it up. And he picked up the 7, but not the 5. Did I call that the 5 and dime? I meant the 5-7. And he's got the 10. Good start. 48 through 6 for Zach Corbett. 4 boxes to go. Needs to get to 104 to beat Danny on this one. It's going to be a mark or two. Head pin hit and a split. And again, he's got a decent setup here with that 3, 6, 10, and 4 pin. Oh, it doesn't carry. All right, nice try. Hit it in the right spot. Nothing guaranteed here on that. And that's a 9. Deflected around. 57 through 7. Okay, needs to get 46 pins to tie, 47 to win in 3 boxes. Got a little more than he expected. As a 1, 2, 6, 10 split. Even though the head pin's still up, I'm calling it a split. Gets the left half. He's frustrated, but he's working through it. And he'll take an 8 there, 65. Okay, 2 boxes to get to 103. Okay, he put it on the 2 pin, but took out everything but the right 4 horsemen, 1, 3, 6, 10. And he misses left.
All right, give me the 10.
Zach, a very quick bowler here. 8 box, 72, 73. 73 through 9, and he needs a triple strike to tie. He won the first tube, and this string will go to Finn. Zach's still ahead. He's got the 1-9, hits the 9, open in the 10th. Open all the way through this one. And that's a 10 box. So Corbett sits down with an 83 string. Not like he usually does. But now Danny's ahead for a total 312 to 308. And it's 4 points to 2 for Corbett. And we're starting game 4. Finn with a 4-pin lead in total, and he starts us in game 4. Drops a head pin and leaves himself a 7-10 split. Gives it a run, takes out the 7. All right, Danny looking to have a 10 in every first box. And for the first time, he's got a 9. So, first 4 games, Danny started with a 10 box. This time he starts with a 9. And it's 4 points to 2 in favor of Zach. Danny leads in total 312 to 308 right now. Finn, nice ball on a head pin. Takes out 8, leaves a 6-10. And Dan misses a spare. He goes to the left of the 6. So open in the second box. Here we go. And just a 9. 2 9s for Finn, 18 through 2. Box 3, game 4. Danny Finn starting us off here. Light hit in the left pocket. Leaves the 3, 6, 8. Some wood there that may help his cause. Got wood in front of the 3, 6. Wood over by the 8 pin. How are they lined up right? I think they're not bad, but we'll see. And he gets it. It worked for him. Spare in the third. Nico, Dimitri. Hey guys, Trish. I didn't see you pop in earlier. Sorry. Finn with a spare in the third box of game 4. And he's on a fill ball, box 4. Solid head pin hit and an 8 drop. 36 through 3. Finn with 8 in a fill, and he still has up to 2-4 for a makeable spare. Gets just the 2, leaves the 4. Lots of bowling, Nico. I had one yesterday with Dave and I did with Phil Clough and Ryan Prowse. It was a lot of fun. Went back and forth. 10 box, 46 for Danny. I believe total was only 4 pins at the end of it, if I remember correctly. It was really tight. Came down to the very last game. 46 for Danny through 4, and he's got himself an 8 drop there. Jason pins, I'm calling it a split. It's the 8-9. Slanted wood next to the 8. I think it's a little steep, but he's probably going to play that, try to kick over to the 9 pin. And he picks it off with another piece that bounced off the left wall, and regardless, it's a spare is a spare. And Finn has a decent half with 56 and a ball. Zach coming up after spending a little time trying to regroup back here. Zach puts a lot of pride in his bowling and not happy when he puts up an 83. So he's coming back. First ball just off the head pin. 36 mile an hour ball he threw, and he was off the head pin, but dropped 7. He's got a spare leave the 1-3-9. All over it. Spare for Corbett. Nice shot. Of course, a powerful ball, 35, 36 miles an hour at the pins. And if you use Bob Lee's radar gun, you will discover that the ball is a couple miles an hour faster when it leaves the hand. And again, the power pays for him. He's got 7 in the fill, 17 at 1. 1-3-8 is left. And he picks up the 8 pin. And third ball cleans him up. 27. Early 9 pin lead over Finn. All right, nice pocket shot, and that's a strike for Zach. 7 pin fought hard, but it didn't win, and Corbett's got himself a strike in the third, matching Danny Finn's spare in the third. So a little breather did him a lot of good here. And on the first fill ball, it's in there again. 6 in the first ball, leaves a check mark. 2, 4, 5, 7. Do I sound okay today, Nico? And almost gets a spare, but puts 9 in the fill. And that puts him at 46 through 3. Just a 7 pin standing. And that's a 10. 56 through 4. Almost had another spare there. He hit it really well. But sometimes the pins just fly in the wrong direction. All right, box 5. A little light in the head pin, but look at this. Get some helicopter action down there. Takes out that front 2. It's a split, but you know what? He's got a lot of wood down there. I see 4 pieces. He's got to figure out where he wants to put it. Not trying to give him ideas, but my idea is to put it in between that front two, right in that black spot. I think that might work. Mark Michaels. Nope, did not work. Thank you, Nico. Way better than Paul. I'm just joking. All right, 9 box. 65 half for Zach. Very well done. Danny Finn with 56 in a ball. He would need to put 9 on it to match. So he's coming up to start the second half of game 4. Kevin Dietrich, we're in game 4 of 5. We're halfway through that game. And Finn drops 9. Nice ball. That's 9 on his fill, so he closes the first half at 65 and knots it up for this game. 65-65 at the half. Finn with 1. All right. Another mark for Danny Finn. Oh, sorry to hear that, Nico. Danny Finn on the fill again. Another 9 through the back door. Wiggling the head pin. 84 through 6. He wants this one. Hey, you got to take care of your voice if you do a lot of this stuff. Another spare for Finn. Didn't hit the pin, hit the wood. So that's one reason I always have a few drinks with me here, at the very least. If I'm bad, I'm on the honey and lemon. It comes back from my radio days and my days performing music and stuff, which I hope to do again since I can't bowl anymore. We're working on some new songwriting and stuff, and maybe someday I'll get up the nerve to perform again, but taking care of your voice when you do a lot of that stuff is so important. You can't strain it too much. Yeah, I know, Nico. I'm supposed to be up there too, but I can't do it this year. I'd love to be up there. It'd be fun. Danny on the fill. There will be other years. 7 in the fill.
Ball's working, Danny. Ball's working.
101 through 7 for Finn. Just don't think I can do 8 hours in the car, and I don't have anybody to watch my husky. All right, Danny breaks up his string of spares at 3. Still has the 1-3-6. Right now I'm finding an hour and a half in the car to be about my limit. And an 8 box. Finn is at 109 through 8. Actually, at the moment I'm having trouble just sitting in a chair. I've got to remember to bring a lumbar pillow of some kind. All right, we're in the box 8-9. Finn is at 109, a healthy game so far. Head pin and a split. And that's the 3-5-10. Interesting shot. 2 ways a bowler might do this is on the left side or the right side of the 3-pin. Got to hit the 3-pin. See what Danny's call is. He goes to the left side and misses it. So an open 9th box. And Danny still has a 6-10 up there for, or 3-10, I'm sorry, for a 10, and he gets it. That would have been the shot. 109. Thanks, Nico. I still work, so I can't do it every day, but I can do weekends and some nights here and there. I like doing it. I like working with a few of the guys. Takes me back to my days in the media stuff. All right, so, but I do a lot of this kind of stuff for work too, in terms of teaching classes and client presentations. So Danny leaves the castle left, head pin and a split. He's got 3 pieces of wood instead of the customary 2, and a chance to make this. He's going wide to the right, try to sweep, and didn't work. So open box in the 10th. Danny's at 119 through 9. This will be his first string over 120. And that's a 10 box. Danny Finn with a 129 game to He only left 4 pins standing all the way through, so nicely done. And Finn with 441 through 4, averaging over 110 right now today. Corbett, he's at 65. They were both at 65 at the half. So he needs to match Danny's second half to tie and 1 pin more to win, and he put it on the head pin. Gave himself a bit of a split there. That's a 3, 5, 9, 10. And everything but the 9. Nice hit. Whoa. Wood didn't work. 9 box. 74. So through 6 completed boxes, Finn currently has a 10-pin advantage on his string. He put up spares in his 6th and 7th, but not through the last 3 boxes. All right, Corbett with a hit on the 6-pin. It's not fatal. He's got a spare leave here.
Throw it out there, buddy. Right out.
You put that into 1-2. He's got a real good shot at this, but it's got to be there. Too wide. Time to take a breath and focus. All right, that's a 9 box. Nicely done, Zach. 83 through 7. Now he's up against open boxes, so a couple of marks will make that up. He's still in this one with 3 boxes to go. All right, again on the 6-pin, takes out the back 3 on the right. Same shot as before. He's got to put it in a 1-2. And over adjustment, so he still has a middle diamond. And he'll take an 8 box. 91. Okay, 2 more boxes to go to get to 130 is what he needs. So he needs 39 pins. All right, just brush the head pin. I don't know whether to call it a head pin hit or not. I guess technically it's not since the pin's still up, but he did touch it. Moved way off spot. He's at the 136. Mr. Nardone, if you'd been paying attention, because I know you were here in the beginning, this is the 4th string. And Finn has 129. Corbett's at 100 through 9. He needs a triple strike to do this. And that'll give the string to Finn. Well, maybe not. That's strike number 1. Corbett puts up a strike in the 10th of game 4. Still has some hope here. He needs to put up 30 pins to tie. He needs a triple strike, but he's done it before. This ball's big. Oh, beautiful ball. Does not get the strike to go, but you can't blame Zach for that one. That was a great ball. And he'll finish with a 9 fill in that for a 119 string. All right, so shaking up totals again. And we have a tight one here, gang, because Danny Finn just won 2 more points. It's 4-4. And Finn now leads 441 to 427. So 13, 14 pins between them. If Zach wins this game by 14 pins, 15 pins or more, then he's going to take a 10-4 victory. If Finn wins this one, he'll take a 10-4 victory. So it could go either way right now. That's okay, Mike. You need to eat too, you know. And it's all in recording. Nick Brienzi, good to see you. Danny Finn starting us out in game 5 to finish us off. Barry's hitting a head pin. It was a good game by both of them. And Finn still has a 5 and the 8 with Wood. and misses wide right. So open box in box 1 of game 5, looking for a 10. He had 10s in the first 3 and a 9 in the 4th, and it'll be an 8 this time for the first box. Hope you had something good, Mike. All right, now I got to make it through the rest of the game with no water. That was the last of it. Finn buries it in the pocket and drops a strike in the second. That is that's his 4th strike of this match. 2 of them were in the second box. Second box of game 3 and of game 5. So Finn, 18 in the 2-ball fill. Going for a double. Nice hit. Glenn Gill, good to see you. All right, Finn with a castle left. 4, 5, 7. A couple pieces of wood. Oh, that sounds good, Mike. I don't know what I'm doing tonight. Distinct possibility of fast food on the way home. Finns might steal this one. Almost. All right, that's 9 in the fill for 27 through 2. And he gets a 10. 37 through 3. And again, we've got a bit of a tight one here. We have both bowlers of 1-2 strings. So it's 4-4. And Finn currently has an edge on total 441 to 427 through the first 4 games. And off the head pin, but not bad. Whoa, there we go. 9 drop. Everything but the stripy head pin. Ever tell you I hate the stripy head pin? Can't hit that thing. Neither can Finn. I don't know what it is. They put a couple extra stripes on it and it becomes difficult to hit. 9 box for Finn, 46 through 4. He would have liked to have that one. All right, looking for a good one to finish the 5th. Oh, and I think I just hit my remote. All right, Finn with a half Worcester left. I better not lean on that bag because that's got my remote in it. Okay. I have a remote that controls this camera. I don't have it out right now. I have it in my bag, and I was trying to put it behind my back. Danny trying to spare the half Worcester and gets a few more. He still has a 1, 3, 4, 7. Yeah, Mike, when you live alone, you know, I don't like cooking all the time. I'm actually a pretty decent cook, but in fact, I cooked for a living for years. So 9 box. Danny Finn closes box 5 of game 5 with a 55 half. Zach Corbett looking to come back on total now. He's already got 4 points in the bank. So does Danny. But to win this game, he's got to win by 15 pins, 14 to tie, to win the total. And Corbett starts off with a nice hit on a head pin. Looked like a strike ball to me, but he left the 3-6. Getting some coaching here from his mom in the background. And picks up the spare. Good start for Corbett. Chicken parm sounds really good. I have all the ingredients at home for that, but that sounds like cooking. Corbett on the fill. All right, hit the 2 pin, gets some late action, puts down 4. That helps his lead. 14 through 1. He's got a 4 horseman and a 7 and a 9 in the background. Puts it in the pocket. Can he kick out that 10? All right, not bad. Great bid. Great bid on that. Zach still has the 10 pin. And he's got it down. 24 through 2. He's only down 3 pins from Finn, who put up a strike 9 in the second. So 27 to 24. Finn pinned well in the next 3, but didn't have a mark. He had a 10, a 9, and a 9. So a mark here will put Zach ahead. Hit the 3 pin. Four Horsemen plus the 8 and 10. Miss a head pin. 3 more still up. Still keeping it close. And Zach will take an 8. 32. Through 3. 32 through 3. 37 for Danny through 3. 2 9 boxes by Finn for 4 and 5. Danny closed with a 55 half. Zach will need a spare to do that. Again on the 3 pin. Same leave as before, I think. A 4 Horseman and the 8 and a 10, or something similar. Very similar. All right, 3 more left. And a 9, 8, and 8 box for Danny. 40 through 4, and Finn has a 6-pin lead in completed boxes. And remember, he closed game 4 with a 14-pin lead in total. Corbett, nice ball. Head pin hit. Leaves himself a spare leave. The 3-6 standing alone. Just 2 to shoot at. Give himself a shot to get ahead. I don't believe that. He hit that. Wrapped the 3 pin around the 6. Can't blame the bowler for that. He had a good hit. 49 at the half. Danny Finn's at 55. And we're coming in to finish up this Atlanta Candlepin Singles Tour Class A match. Dan Finn visiting Zach Corbett. Jim Keefe, hi, nice to see you. Danny Finn starting out the last half of the game 5. He's at 55 at the halfway point. He's in the driver's seat at the moment. On the head pin. Ugly, ugly split. That's a 2-7-9 split. That wood over there may just be positioned to help him out. We'll see. Nope, not that time. So open box for Finn in box 6 of game 5. And a 9 box. 64 through 6 for Finn. Box 7, here comes Finn. Again, full on the head pin, but didn't split. Leaves the 3, 6, 10. All in a row. No wood that's going to help or hurt. And he gets it. Light hit. But it worked anyway. Picked up one of those pins and bounced it off the wall just enough to take out that 10 pin. Finn is now in a fill. He's a 74 through 7 plus this ball. All right, first ball. Off the pocket. Can't complain about that. He's got 8, maybe 9. It's going to be 8. And he's at 82 in the 7th box. Nice spare leave there. The 1-2 and very decent wood if he touches that head pin. He's got it. Pair of spares for Finn. 92 and a ball for Danny Finn. And Danny Finn on box 9 on a fill for box 8. In the pocket, 7 in the fill. 99. And he's got himself a spare leaf. The 5-8-9 triangle, no wood to mess him up. And he got the object pinned just perfectly, but put it through the middle. Triangles can be tricky. No doubt about that. Now, there's Mike, there's a league next to us, and one of the women there just put up a 120, which is a pretty decent string in that league. That's what they were cheering. 108 through 9 for Finn. But I'd like if we get a, when we have a big match here that brings in an audience, if we had some kind of speaker going back to the audience so they could hear the commentary. I think that would be very good. Finn off the left. Caleri minus a 10, the 1, 3, 6, and 8. Misses it, so he's open in the last box. Finn's got 3 left. And Corbett has an opportunity here. Finn closes it out with a 118. Nice game. Dan Finn with 559 for 5. All right. Mr. Corbett's up. He's at 50.
Jack, have a big minute.
At the half. I have him at 49, but score says 50 up there. So you know what he needs. He needs 68 to tie, 69 to win, and he needs a mid-70s to take total. So 1 box at a time. He punched out to the right. Got a shot. Oh, boy. All right. Get it out of the way. He's got a full Worcester up there. Punched out on both sides. He's going at the head pin, and no luck at all for him. 5 box. 55. That can be demoralizing. You're hoping the head pin will deflect around, take a bunch, and not do that. But here we go, box 6. Shake that off. He's over on the 7 pin. All right, Corbett looking to focus here. Get a good ball in here. He's got one. Too good. That was a good shot, but just a little too full on the head pin. All right, see if you can get out of here with an 8 or 9. And he's going to take another 5. 60 through 6, through 7. All right, Danny encouraging him back there. We know Zach can do better than this. First ball. Nice Brooklyn pocket, but he's got a little mini rack up there. I don't know. That's I call it a mini rack. Yeah, he did. He got the 4 horsemen down with a full rack up there.
All right, get the 3.
All right, open box in the 8th. Yeah, that's a good call. I was looking at what was left, not what was down. 70 for Zach. He's going to need a couple strikes here. He still put up some good games here. All right, Corbett, first ball is in the pocket. Strike ball.
Oh, yeah. Come on, break it in half.
And the 7 pin stayed up. And all over it, right in the face. Spare in the 9th for Corbett.
Danny, 'cause he wants to take it.
Oh, he breaks it, he can take it.
I don't have any more.
I might have a Natick pin or 2.
Yeah.
I know Komorowski does. All right, 7 in the fill. 87 through 9. That'll give this string to Finn. Come on, Zach. There it is. Another spare for Zach.
Put 10 on it. Why not? Load it up. Good for you. Come on, buddy.
Just finishing good. Got a couple of really tough boxes in there. And he's come back from that. And 8 in the fill. And that gives him 105. Right?
job, guys. Good match.
So 5. Is that a 105? I think so, by my count. 97.8, 105. Yep. All right, so let's wrap it up, gang.
So hard on himself. So angry.
And 6:10. Okay, we have wrapped up our match, and Danny Finn will take 14 or 10 points to Zach Corbett's 4. Corbett started out with a 115, went to 110, 83, 119, and 105 for a 532 total. Danny Finn with 111, 98, 103, 129, and 118 for 559. So both bowlers had their moments. Both had tough moments. Have a lot of head pins, a lot of strikes, and this one's in the books. So thanks for joining me, folks. And this is Dan Castle here at Ryan's Family Amusements in Millis with the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour, and we will see you on the lanes.